Hey guys, it's Debbie from What's Mama Cooking For Us. Thanks for joining me today in my kitchen. And today I'm making one of my, oh my gosh, favorite 7-layer taco dip. I remember the first time I ever had this, I fell in love and I was like, what is in there that's making that taste so delicious? Because growing up, we did not grow up eating any Mexican food, even tacos. The first time I ever had tacos was in 7th grade at one of my best friend's house. Her name is Kathy Moon. I hope to find her one day. I've been looking for her on Facebook for years. But anyway, her mother put a big spread out of tacos and all the toppings and fixings, and I was just in heaven. But anyway, and so ever since I've just, been making, tacos. And so this recipe is so simple and easy, and you can change it up and make it how you want. You could just use regular tomatoes. I'm using a pico de gallo and a salsa, but you could just use plain tomatoes. I got some black olives, the refried beans, a little lime juice for the avocados so they don't turn brown on us, a pack of taco seasoning mix that you mix with your sour cream, and any type of cheese you want. I have Kobe Jack. Any lettuces that you like. I like iceberg because it's crunchy. I have some jalapeno peppers. And I think that's everything. And like I said, you can change this up. You can add things, take things out, how you guys want to do it. Or you could use some home or some store-bought stuff like store-bought guacamole if you want it. And you can even put ground beef in this as a layer. But I'm not going to today, but you can do that. And so let's get everything set up and started. Sour cream, this is how I like to do mine. We got 16 ounces. So I just like to fluff that up a little bit, then it's easier to mix. And then I put a 1 ounce pack of taco seasoning in mine. And then just mix this up. And then I like to put mine in the fridge to set up for about an hour or two, but overnight's best. Because that way it marinates and tastes so good. And you can skip this step if you want and just use plain sour cream. And then what I like to do is put it back in this container. That way I get this dish washed and out of the way. I'll get it out after the video. And then just put it in the fridge and then it's all set to go. Easy as that. All right, and then this is just a 16 ounce of the traditional refried beans. And I just like to put it in the bowl and just give it a good mix so it just makes it easier. And it just takes a second. You can skip that part and just do it right in the pan. So I have a glass pan. But you can use whichever pan you have. If you don't have a glass pan, you don't have to. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it all or not. I've never really made this small of a one. This small one. But just try to keep it neat so that it looks pretty on the sides. It's so fun and so easy. And so delicious. Okay, and then for the sour cream, we're just going to give that a good little mix in there so it makes it fluffy so that you can spread it good. And just so it's mixed properly. Get way down to the bottom. Oh my gosh, this stuff is so good. And like I said, you don't have to put the seasoning in that if you don't want as well. You could just do pure sour cream. And just try to be neat so that it looks pretty on the sides if you're taking it somewhere. If not, it doesn't really matter. It tastes so good that you don't have to worry. Okay, for cutting up the avocados, the best thing is to just go around it like this until it splits in half. And that's how we want it to look. You want it to be a little soft, so that's how you can tell if it's ready. And I'll use a smaller knife because I know I'll scare everyone if I use a bigger one. And just go like this. Let's see, let's grab a spoon. And I have a recipe on here for guacamole. I'll leave that in the link above. And there you go. Simple and easy. Cleans right out. Don't miss a drop because that stuff is so good. And then to get the pit out, just use your spoon too and it comes right out. And I'm not going to break it all up this time, just show you how simple and easy it is to do it like that. Take your lime, give it a roll because sometimes limes are hard to get juice out, but go ahead and squirt them so that they, yeah, they're tough, so that they don't turn brown. Good, so I just put that lime in there to save it from spoiling, because you can leave this in your fridge for a few days. You don't want it to turn brown. And I left mine a little chunky, no big deal, but you can actually put it in your, well, my Ninja and blitz it and make it real smooth, but I don't really worry about that because chunky's good. And that was 4 pretty small avocados, actually. But I got to spread it so we can get it to the outside so we can see the layers. So let me work on that and I'll be right back, guys. Okay, and then I just have some original taco sauce, but you could choose whichever you want. This is mild. And we're just going to put a layer of that. Simple and easy, and you can use chunky or you can just delete this if you want. And you know, the best thing about this is, like, if you're a lettuce lover like me, you could add more lettuce. If you don't like tomatoes, leave the tomatoes out, you know. So you can just make this to the way you like. That looks good to me. Now let's put some cheese. A good layer of cheese. This is an 8x8, so it's about a cup. I'm going to probably use a good cup. But most people like more cheese than me, so you can use more, of course. And like I was saying, you can use any cheese you want. So that's our next layer. So let's see, we're on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 layers so far. And now we're going to add our lettuce. Let me get that cut up. Okay, and then I just shredded the lettuce really fine. See, in here you could add romaine, you could add some spinach. I mean, the sky's the limit on this, guys. I know I keep saying that, but sometimes people are watching a video going, oh, I don't like those. Oh, I don't like that. Well, that's why you can switch it up. A recipe is just a guide, and you can switch it up any way you'd like. So that looks good to me. I don't like these yellow pieces. They're kind of bitter, so I'm not going to use those. Okay. Okay, and for this part, you could just use plain tomatoes. But I'm using this pico de gallo, and if you don't have any pico de gallo or don't know how to make it or don't want to go watch my video, this is just green onions, cilantro, lime, and I just drained some of the juice from it just so it won't be so, what do you call it, juicy. The flavor's all still there. Oh, and I use green onions and white onions. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. Okay, let's get all that in there. Looks good. Let's put some olives. I drained the olives. Let's put a few of those on top. And if you don't like olives, leave those out. Oh, there's almost a whole one. I guess I'll have to eat that one. So good, you guys. Now, I did have some green onions and cilantro that I was going to put on top, but since I ended with the salsa layer, because I wasn't sure how I was going to end it or start it. Oh my gosh, this looks so pretty. I'm not going to add it because it's already there in the pico. So let me bring you down and show you a close-up. Okay, there's our layers, guys. I could have did better with the guacamole layer, but hey, it's still going to be delicious. So look at this. How beautiful. And I forgot, I did add a couple of jalapenos on top. And I can't wait to dig in. Let me show you the chips that I got. You see how beautiful that looks? Can't wait to dig into there. Whoa, zoom in. All right, guys, and what I do is I put this right in my little Pyrex container, so you can put it right in the fridge or to carry it to the party. And I like to buy these corn chips because I like corn chips better. But you could buy a variety of chips. And let's give this a taste. Sorry for the noise, you guys. I know that's crazy. I don't know why I do that. When you know it's going to drive people crazy. So, of course, you can just take your chip and just start dipping in here. But sometimes, you know, at parties, people like to just take a chunk. Let's see. Stay in focus. And I want to show you what it looks like in here. And put some on our plate. Oh my gosh. So you can see those layers. Let me bring you down so you can see. All right. Let's go in there and get a scoop. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that. Delicious. And get a little of the topping. Oh, here we go, guys. Oh my God, so good. The sour cream with the taco part is the best. So don't leave that part out. Oh my gosh, so good. Oh my gosh, guys. I forgot to take my thumbnail and dipped in there and took that big chunk out. So now I got to kind of fudge a picture. But I'll do the best I can. It still looks beautiful. And yeah, look at that. But thanks for joining me, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you give this a try. I know there's a million recipes on the internet, but this is mine. I thought I'd share it with you today. So happy holidays to everyone. And hopefully I'll see you soon. But if not, have a very Merry Christmas. And I love you guys. Thank you for always watching. And if you're a new subscriber, I'm Debbie. I'm so glad to have you here. And I hope you subscribe and stay for more. And be sure to go check out my Mexican playlist where I have a whole bunch of different, not traditional Mexican dishes, but, you know, Americanized. All right. Thanks, guys. See you on the next one and be blessed.